What is up, guys? We are back with another Shot in the Dark reaction, and we aren't reacting to Ghost today. I know, what a shock. But don't despair, Ghost fans. We will be back with more Ghost very soon. Don't you worry about that. We are going to react to Tool for the first time today. We are going to start to go down a new rabbit hole simultaneously whilst continuing down the Ghost rabbit hole. And we're going to see what we can dig up from Tool, because again, very, very similar to Ghost, Tool is a band that I've known about for a very, very long time, that have a shitload of songs, none of them I've ever heard, and it just makes me want to explore because of their popularity for such a long time. It's just going to be a big old ride, and hopefully you guys can join us for it. If you're new to my channel, my name is Dan, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I really, really go deep down into songs. I absolutely break them down to the smallest they can be. I try and make sense of songs. I find the notes in the song. I've got the lyrics in front of me. We try and... literally everything that makes a song, we decipher and we figure it out together on the video. I don't edit any videos. They're all done in one shot. Hence the name, Shot in the Dark. If you like what you see and you like what you hear so far, make sure you do me a big favour. Liking this video, subscribing to the channel if you're new, and hitting that notification bell to keep the algorithm train going. If you look to my right, I have Discord now, but that is only early access at the moment to our Patreon members, just while we basically set it up. A wonderful person called Stain is currently setting that up for us, so little round of applause for Stain. What a legend. And also, all of these wonderful people here are absolute legends. Thank you so much for supporting us. In general, you are the best. Anyway, I'm excited to check a new band out. I really am. I'm excited to check a new band out, check a new sound out. Everything's going to be different. And I think we should just get in for it, guys. I think we should get into it right now. Let's do it. Alright. This is the video and this is the song. Stain is a big, good friend of mine. And like I said earlier, he's the one who sorted all the Discord out. And his recommendation for Tool is a live shot of a song called Sober. Why, I don't know. He didn't tell me. So I'm not even sure what to expect. And that's what I love about doing these videos. So I think we should just get straight into it, guys. Let's see. I do pause a lot of time as well, by the way. And the reason for that is to make sure I can digest each part. But I do go back and listen eventually. So don't get put off by pauses. All right, here we go.
Shouting every step I take,
Ooh.
making every promise empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, who upon the finger rests.
Ooh.
Murder now, the battle must be, just because the sun is come.
All right, we're gonna go through it one part at a time. We've got a long intro. We're in some key of D. It's definitely down-tuned. The guitars are very low, but we're definitely in some form of D. I'm not sure what just yet. And it's really intriguing. Really intriguing, really unique voice, really unique pathing in terms of the percussion and the way the instruments are introduced. The like lead guitars almost like wailing over this absolute thumping rhythmic section, and yeah, it's just giving me a vibe. I'm liking it. This wailing of guitar. Yeah. That's a weird beat. That's a weird drum beat. Yeah, we'll talk about how he sings, and we'll talk about the lyrics in just a sec. This is interesting though, very intriguing.
Shouting every step I take, making every promise empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, who upon the finger rests, murdered now the battle must be, just because the sun has come.
There's a shadow just behind me, shrouding every step I take, making every promise empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, who up on the finger rests, murder now the path of must we, just because the sun has come. Wow. Let's decipher that. So, first line, there's a shadow just behind me, shrouding every step I take. So something behind, following, stalking, making every promise empty. So basically making promises just pointless, essentially. You know, you nothing that you make as a promise has any weight to it. Pointing every finger at me, so everyone's trying to blame him. Waiting like a stalking butler. So like, who upon the fingers rest, which means like, you know, when you're in a restaurant, you got someone clicking their fingers like this, which I absolutely hate, by the way, and the butler comes over. A stalking butler means they're constantly at the beck and call for something or someone. Murder now the path of must we, just because the sun has come. Murder now the path of must we. Well, must we means like, do we have to, sort of thing, that sort of mind frame. So murder that sort of mind frame, like get rid of that, just because the sun has come. Just because the sun has come. I don't know that bit just yet, but I figure out like there's a darkness here, and I get that from the way he's singing. I get that from the tuning. We're definitely in a measure of D. There's definitely some B flats in there, and I think we're just weaving between the two. Which is really quite intriguing, because it sounds like there's a lot more going on, but I think it's more of the fact that the instruments are doing very different things dynamically, whereas like there is the wailing guitars, which is going, you know, giving us quite a high sound, and then you've got the very thumpy bass, which is following the bass pedal of the drummer. And the drummer, by the way, is in some weird time signature throughout this song, by the way. I can't quite figure out what he's doing. It's really quite cool. But yeah, in terms of how he's singing, He's very relaxed in his positioning. There's a lot of sensitivity there, but there's also this kind of desperation in his voice, and it'd be quite interesting to see if we can find that within our own voice. I love the relaxed nature of the singer. You got all the band in the back going absolutely nuts, and he's just relaxed, you know, really ready to sink in to the song. Really focused. There's a shadow just behind me. There's a shadow just behind me. What's happening there? He's not moving his lips much, which is giving us this muted, distant effect. He's right close to the mic. He's almost cupping the mic, which they tell you not to do. But his distance isn't to do with how close to the microphone he is. It's to do with how his mouth is quite like closed in how he's phrasing the words. Shouting every step I take. Shouting every step I take. Shouting. So he's got like some rasp, some fry on there. Best way to get that, just imagine like a door creaking. And then put that into, you know, the first syllable of shrouding. Shrouding. Cool. Here you go. He's doing it again. Shrouding, making. It just gives you a little bit more of desperation in the delivery. Pointing. Almost like sighing into that one. Pointing. Cool. So he's got a lot of different characters going on, but they're all very in the same ballpark. If that makes sense. Just different versions of desperation, and yeah, it's cool. That's interesting. The note that he hits, I'm waiting. It's still the same note, but I think he's an octave higher. Waiting. He's still doing the sigh, but he's doing it. He's essentially throwing his voice up into his head range. Waiting. It goes up, almost like, imagine like the words are going through the roof of your mouth, and they're just going through your head. Cool. Listen. Butler. There's a lot of character, and it's probably down to his accent. I'm not sure where Tool are from, but don't be afraid to use your accent in your songs. Sometimes that gives it a lot more character and a lot more sort of more of a unique spin on the genre. Yeah, he's very like like constantly sighing into the notes, which is which if done correctly, like he's doing an incredible job at it, especially live, can really help like solidify a message. And we're going into the chorus now, so I'm assuming he's going to open up quite a bit, which is really clever, because you want to be closed down if there's a chorus that's more high, more demanding, especially in a live performance. So he's written that like this for a reason. But yeah, I'm liking this so far. Where are we going? Yeah, we're super low in the rhythm section. We're super low there. We're staying in the same sort of territories. We're just playing around with the key. Yeah, the chorus of this song is it's wild. Where is it? Where even does that come from? Just because the sun has come. Mother Mary, won't you whisper? That's right, yeah? Oh, man. He's got a really unique palette in how he delivers his higher notes. Mother Mary, won't you whisper? Would be normal, but he's like, mother. That's a high note to do through chestal singing. He's got a lot of control there. And then the really cool thing is, it whisper or whistle? I think I've got different lyrics. Something but the past is done. Mother Mary, won't you whisper something but the past is done. Mother Mary, won't you whisper something but the past is done. Mother Mary, won't you whisper? The whisper is interesting. I love his lower range dropping down in this refrain part after the chorus. Really intriguing. Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start this over. Why can't we drink forever? I just want to start this over. Why can't we not be sober? If you're saying can't and not, that means that he's saying why do we have to be sober, essentially? Like, why do we have to be sober? Like, let's just drink forever. Let's just have fun, and then we can. I mean, sober, that means, like, you know, you kind of like, you've had all of the feeling of being drunk. You've had all of that amazing feeling of, you know, feeling like the world's your oyster and you can do anything. You've got superpowers, you know. That's what you feel like when you're drunk. But he's saying, like, I think he's relating to the sobering from, like, a sort of relationship point of view. Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start this over. I love the rhyming of that as well, because that's a half rhyme. Sober and over, they don't really rhyme, but the way he delivers it with his accent, it makes it feel like it rhymes. That's really clever. Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start this over. Why can't we drink forever? I just want to start this over. I think he's saying, like, why do we have to, you know, be sober? Like, why do we have to be boring? Why do we have to not be living in the moment? I think that's the vibe I'm getting from this, but I'm not sure. I'm just getting my own interpretation from it. We're going into a second verse here. Let's go. I love his lower. I just want to start this over. Again, desperation, in very low in the mix, a very small mouth positioning, and you're gonna get these sounds from that we're able to achieve here. But it's the how he sings, not his technique. Because everyone could do his technique, but the way he's singing is very unique to him. Yeah, just a lot of desperation, and it's interesting as hell.
Just a wordless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and promise will.
He does this thing, trust, as does that a lot. But he's got a really, really unique voice, man. I can see why they're popular, because it's like a blend of grunge, but it's got like almost like nu metal vibes, but like not enough to obviously be a nu metal sound. It's like a combination of a few genres, and I like it, man. It's cool. He sounds drunk in that last line. Just enough to bring it down. Do you know what I mean? It just sounds like there's character to this performance. It's really cool. I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. I will work to elevate you, just enough to bring you down. So it's like saying, you know, don't get with me. Don't do that, because, you know, I'm a liar, I'm an imbecile. I'll complicate you, so I'll just make things harder for you. You know, trust in me, and things will fall. I'll find a center in you and I'll chew it up and leave. So it's like, he's almost like warning this person of what could happen should they get together. There's like this, like, almost feeling sorry for himself, but almost sort of warning this person that, you know, the sober version of me is not someone you want to be with. So we need to keep drinking, is what I'm trying. I think that's what I'm getting. Like, there's two different characters. The sober version, which is the really that kind of guy, and then there's the drunk guy, in which there's probably confidence there and everything. And then when the soberness takes over and that person comes through, they're saying at that moment, look, I'm a liar, I'm an imbecile. I'll find a center in you and I'll chew it and leave. I will work to elevate you, so I'll work to bring you up, but just enough to bring you down. So I'll bring you up, but I will then be able to bring you down. So I won't bring you up to a level in which you're better than me. I'll make you feel, that you're good, but not enough that I can't reach and bring you down. Interesting songwriting, man. It's very dark and yeah. You feel hopeless. You feel like you're in the shoes of this person and what he's going through. And I'm glad I've seen this live because there's a lot of emotion, and it's portraying through his live performance more than maybe the studio one can produce. That might be a completely wrong thing, but intriguing. I like how it's dun-um. I think there's like 4 or 5 chords in this song so far. But it's sometimes like the almost basic in terms of note choices can allow you to be more experimental with how you use those notes and how you throw those notes on a page and how you work your lyrics around, how you work your story around. Sometimes having a basic chord structure can allow you to make things complicated in other ways, The timing of this song is really odd, and the way that the instruments are just striking da-dun, da-dun, is really dramatic, almost like they're hitting like violin strings with a bow. Ba-bam, ba-bam. It's cool. Trusted maiden for this world, I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. I will work to elevate. Listen to how he goes into certain words. When he goes into I will, he doesn't just go I will, and the I is not the vowel. The vowel he doesn't even use a vowel. He uses a h sound, and the reason for that is because he's heavily breathing in this section to give the idea of desperation, and he doesn't want to take a breath and not have that breathy sound come out on these I's. So he's having to high to keep that desperation feeling going. If he just started being stabby on the I's instead and not using the H's to rise up to those parts, it wouldn't have the same amount of desperation. I will chew it up and leave. See, this is what I mean. Like, even though he's in B flat there, right? Even though it's a B flat, I will chew it up and leave. I will chew it up and leave, is how I would deliver that. But he's more character driven in that he's in the shoes of the character that he's written the song about. So he needs to deliver it with that idea in mind. And that's why he's lower in parts, because he's talking as the character. And when you talk in a sentence, you go up and down with cadences, and that's what he's doing in this part. Woo! Yeah. I love that note he's hit in on Mother is extremely high for a male singer, especially with how low the notes are. Don't forget, we're all down-tuned here. So even though I think we're in D, it's still very low. That's why the dynamic hits really hard, because the instruments are really low, and his actual entrance into that chorus is quite high. Alright, let's listen to how he gets into this note in the chorus. Something but the past is done. It's so hopeless and yeah. I really like the refrain in the song, and his delivery on this is really painful, man. Like, his concentration is through the roof. Look how much he's concentrating. Yeah. It's this bit, man. Whoa. The way he hits that Y, man. So much anger. Look how he's dragging himself around. Now, how is he getting so much grit and aggression in this delivery? Look at how he's being. He's tapping into the aggression. And we can do that as songwriters. I could do that sitting on this chair. Try and lift something heavy. Yeah? Try and just pretend you're lifting something heavy, and then use that sort of feeling that you get from that to give yourself a little bit more distortion. Why? You know? It's really, really cool. Sober. He's like in abandon in a way. Like his exits of these lines are so abandoned. They're so like, there is no notes. It doesn't matter. It's a feeling. The feeling is what matters there. Yeah. What is the drummer even doing here? Ooh.
I'm just a worthless liar. I'm just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me.
Yeah. Oh, the instruments have come alive now. Yeah. It's like... Woo. Jesus, man, so much angst. I want what I want, he says at the end. Lots of times. I want what I want. What is it you want? Why can't we not be sober? Why can't we talk things over? You know? Why can't we sleep forever? He wants to start things over again. This is a really dark, sobering song, to be honest. Because there's so much going on, but in like, what, 4 notes? And this is just what I mean, like, simplicity sometimes doesn't mean your song has to be simple. It just means that you're only using a certain amount of notes. But it's where you put them. That's what's important. And the delivery of the message, the anger, the angst, and the pure just hopelessness from the vocal delivery is unreal in this, especially towards the end, where really starts to heat up on some of those notes. Yeah, man, that was really, really cool. There's a bit where he starts saying "trust me" quite a few times, like a sort of build up. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. This is cool. Hang on. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Why can't we not be sober? Just want to start this over. Man, honestly, like, I'm really intrigued on what these guys are capable of in terms of hitting a part of me in which I haven't hit, well, scratching an itch for me that I didn't know needed scratching, which is like the best part about hearing a band for the first time, isn't it? What other songs do you guys recommend from Tool now? I've listened to Sober Live, so what else after, what comes after that? Let's talk about it. That was awesome. Really, really cool. Thanks, Dane, for recommending that. I didn't expect that level of vocal performance as a live song. There's a lot going on there that I, at first, was thinking, where is this going? And then the more and more it evolved and grew, it became something that I didn't want to end. I didn't want that song to end. I wanted it to keep going. That was really cool. I'm interested to hear more. And that's got to say something, hasn't it? If you enjoyed that video, guys, do me a big favour. Like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos, okay? And if you want to, why not join our Discord by going through our Patreon, which is in the description, for extra content. So you get to see videos early, some behind the scenes content on there. I even do covers for certain people of songs that you want to hear. It's just the best way really of staying up to date and growing this community, and that is the main key really, is this community is growing exponentially and I want it to carry on. So you can do that, which is amazing. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed that, I will see you on the next one. Hopefully we get to go down this tool rabbit hole. See you later.